Thanksgiving is just a few days away, and along with your travel and food plans, you might want to plan for awkward conversations. Topics like politics and religion can be tough to avoid around extended family, but many say money is the big one they're dreading. So Bankrate senior industry analyst Ted Rossman is here for more on how to talk about finances with family. Ted, thanks so much for being here. Why is it so uncomfortable for so many of us to talk about money?
A lot of people feel really ashamed about the way they handle money. Maybe they don't have enough of it, or they're in debt, or they're just somehow embarrassed and then they just hide from it. Believe it or not, people would rather talk about almost anything else. We did a recent survey. We found that people would rather talk about politics. They'd rather talk about religion. They'd rather talk about their weight.
Really?
That really puts it in context, that credit card debt, how much money you have in the bank, your salary, these things are really uncomfortable for people.
Even more than politics and religion. But I find it interesting. You say instead of avoiding this topic, we actually need to get better about talking about it and maybe talk about it more. Why do you say that? And then how do you do it?
I believe that's important. So not that you need to blab all of your financial details to everybody, but at least the people close to you. 40% of people who are married or otherwise living with a partner are hiding secrets from their spouse. That's a problem. That undermines trust. You don't know where your money's going. Your friends have some say over how you spend. Like if you're trying to save and your friends keep suggesting all these pricey events, it's really better to be honest and upfront. So not that you need to share everything, but if you're on a debt payoff journey, talk about it. If you think you're underpaid at work, talk to coworkers about that. That can actually be a way to break down some stereotypes and bias like the gender pay gap. If we keep this in the shadows, we're just not going to know any better.
And what do you do if there's actual money on the line? If you want to borrow money from someone who's, at the gathering that you're at, or you're the person lending the money and you want to make sure you're going to get paid out. How do you have that conversation without it being so uncomfortable?
Lending to family and friends can be dicey. We found that about 7 in 10 people have done it. More than half of them got burned at some point. They lost money or the relationship was hurt. It's best to frame it as a gift if you are offering assistance, because that loan really hangs over everybody. Don't lend more than you can afford to lose. It's kind of like they say on the airplane, put your oxygen mask on before helping others. You really need to tread carefully here. Sometimes it's better to offer non-monetary help. Like, can you support your friend or family member in another way? The loan hangs over people. It can hurt your own finances too.
All right, interesting. Ted Rossman, we appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure.